she stabbed me right in my heart, and it was like, she said the B word. It was like, you could die. And I was still in shock.
Sitting in a hospital bed with a 12-inch scar down the middle of her chest, Ashley Williams in here because she says her mom stabbed her.
Only thing I recall is her coming at me like with the knife. Like, I didn't even see my mom. I seen a demon, like a real demon. Like, she had veins in her head, her eyeballs was popping out.
It happened on Ashley's 34th birthday earlier this month at her mom's home off Myers Road on Detroit's west side. They were celebrating at first. Then at the end of the night, Ashley says her mom just snapped, coming at her with a kitchen knife.
I love my mom, and the whole thing is, I really, like I've been saying, like, I don't want her to go to prison for a long time, but I want her to know that she can't keep getting away with stuff.
Hard to believe she can say that just 2 weeks after being stabbed in the heart. Ashley says her mom battles with alcoholism, but Ashley, the oldest sibling, still looks after her. Even the day this happened, Ashley picked her mom up after she'd wrecked another car.
I don't know when I'm going to be able to go back to work. Like, they don't know when I'm gonna be in the clear. They said I probably will never breathe the same again.
2 open heart surgeries and more complications means hospital bills are piling up, and Ashley, of course, cannot return to work as a housekeeper at a local hotel, sharing her story and a GoFundMe page for some help.
I would greatly appreciate it. Like, I really don't like asking people for help. Like, I've been independent. I like to do stuff on my own.
Detroit police tell Fox 2 they're seeking charges against Ashley's mom. It's now in the hands of the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office.
I would tell her that I love her and I really want her to get help.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 8. A drunken woman and a gatter abroad causeth great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. Shalom, Akim, YAHAWAH. Barak YAHAWAH, Barak YAHAWASHI, Bahasham, QADASH. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule well, who taught me this truth. Enough respect and salutations to the fellow Akim, the house of David, the hopefully elect. This is your brother YAHAWASHI coming to you yet again with another lesson. And when you mix alcohol, all right, wickedness, abominations, certain foods, and on top of that, the curses, all right, this is what you get. This is the results of wickedness. You see, the scripture speaks on the woman we just spoke of, we just read in Sirach 26, right here, causes great anger, all right? And who is the shame to? The shame is to herself and to her family, all right? There's a lot of holes in the story as well. Nevertheless, you see that our women, all right, are hardened against their young ones. And these are simply the curses that we're under. You see? Hey, point blank period. Let's get some scriptures. Lord willing, this will be edifying and comforting. Let's go to the book of Lamentations, chapter 4. This is verse 3. Even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their own young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel, like the ostrich in the wilderness. And if you pay attention to what the ostrich do, which we'll get it, you'll understand that they're cruel unto their young ones. Let's go ahead and go there. Job 39. So the Lord is comparing our women to fucking sea monsters, man. All right? To beast of the field. The ox knoweth his owner. And this is the only help that you will be able to get coming into the truth. All right? Coming into the obedience that is within Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua. Understanding what you're under. Simply the curses. Job 39. Start at 13. All right? Gavest thou the godly wings unto the peacocks, or wings and feathers unto the ostrich, which, check this out, leaveth her eggs in the earth, and warmeth them in the dust, warmeth them in dust, and forgetteth that the foot may crush them, or that the wild beast may break them. Now you do have our women, which in this is, in a case that was a spirit, all right, as she said, a demon that conjure up on this woman mom, man. All right, she's a drunkard. She need help, things of that nature. But we're pretty much under the curses, man. Our women will side their own children, okay, for gain, for simply nothing, for a man. You see. Let's continue on. Verse 16, she is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear. And this is what it comes down to, the curses. Let's go there. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, starting at the 56th verse. All right? And this is why our women, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you Eves out there, you got a type of disdain for your children. The women, the men, the little boys, little girls. Okay, you allow anybody around them, strangers, boyfriend after boyfriend. Okay, you have no shame. Okay, you cannot cover your own shame. Deuteronomy 28:56, it says, the tender and delicate women among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Now you have what? Dirty foots, chicken head, Tatianas out there. We once was a nation of laws, okay, of ordinances, of, as it says right here, tender and delicateness. All right, amongst our women. And our women knew how to act. All right? But here it is. We under the curses. This is what we get. It says, her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. You see? And, let's verse 56, and toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and toward her children, which she shall bear, for she shall eat them for the want of all things secretly in the siege of straitness, wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gates. And our people are in a distress captivity. We're under the oppressor, and it's a pressure. All right, it's something like a pressure cooker, man. Demons all around you, Babylonians all around you. Nothing is good pertaining to this world, man. You see, to this age and to this rulership. I mean, the world is good in itself. Okay, so don't get me wrong on that. But pertaining to this dynasty, we're up under, man, the oppressor. Okay, and again, we're under the curse, and the curse is. So yeah, our women are hardened against their young ones, their sons, their daughters. You see it now, man. Okay, this woman wanted to stab. She did stab. 2 open heart surgeries. All right, that was a spirit that was created, man. Okay, and these are the scourges our people get, and we get it from within our own families, with our own nation. All right. Being in captivity, these are the scourges that are sent for amendment, as the scriptures say. All right? But are these people are going to turn from their partying, their wickedness, all right, their infidelity, speaking of, being true to YAHAWAH, Bahasham, YAHAWASHI? No. Isaiah 49:15, can a woman forget her suckling child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? And this is a question you got to ask yourself. Yeah, you see women leaving their children at home, doping them up on these over-the-counter medicines, all right? These drowsy drugs, NyQuils, and they go out and have a grand old time here in Babylon the Great, all right? This is what our women do. Go out, strip, leave them in the car, okay? These are the things that our people do. Because it's prophecy must be fulfilled. We are under the curses. It says, yeah. So yeah, these women forget their suckling child. Yeah, they'll forget their children. Why? For the want of all things, or simply being mad, or being upset, or being stressed out, or distressed out. It says, yeah, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee. So this is YAHAWASHI letting us know, hey, this may happen. You know, a woman with a child, ostrich in their eggs, but dealing with the elect, you know, nation of Israel, because that's a nation within the nation itself. The Lord is not going to forget us. Okay? And that's, you know, that's mercy in itself. You see? I ain't want to make this that long. So let's go ahead and close this out. Let's go back to Sirach. Go to verse, chapter 25. Ecclesiasticus, 25, also known as Sirach. 25 verse 13. It says, give me any plague but the plague of the heart. Yeah, the mind. All right? And any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. Because you see, as in the matrimony made in hell with Eve and Esau, okay, that damn serpent. You see, these women have the upper hand. You know, they could prosecute you to the fullest extent. They can put you on child support. They can call the popes on you, you know. And that's what, hey, they have a vindictive attitude towards life and towards people they deem to be close to them. If you do them wrong, you cross me, you know. Continue on, verse 14, and any affliction but the affliction from them that hate me, you see, and any revenge but the revenge of enemies. And a woman can be your enemy as well. In that case, that woman, all right, was her daughter's enemy. That wasn't her mother in that, you know, sense. But again, it goes back to the curses. You may can say this is a one-off thing, this, that, and the other happens all the time within these other nations. Yeah, true, all right? But we're lining everything up with the scriptures and letting you know this is what the Lord has said. And his word don't go out void. Okay? Let's get this out. Verse 16, I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. Hey, this woman, she wrecked the car. You know, she was drunk. She didn't get into no accident. It was a solo single car accident. Wrecked the car. Her daughter and her fiance had to go pick her up. All right. They picked her up. They brought her back to the little party, her 34th birthday party. She got probably more drunk there, and ended up going home, and she spazzed out, man. You know. Hey, the Lord put a spirit on that woman, man. And that was a scourge that was sent for an amendment for that woman to recognize what's really going on. But if she's gonna take heed, you know, we don't know. She's still having the remorse. As a natural, you know, I'm rambling, but as natural instinct, you're going to have compassion for your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, whatever, for that matter. All right? Let's get this. 2nd Ezra 16 and 19, I was calling it out. It says, behold, which means look, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a remembrance. So she was in a moment of tribulation. She was in a moment of anguish, right? It says, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. And again, you go through something horrific. You make it through a hell of a car accident. You make it through a certain moment in your life where you realize it was a divine intervention with that. You got to praise YAHAWASHI, because that's the source. Turn from that. Whatever way you was living, turn from that and do right. Lord willing, this was edifying and comfort. The curses are pretty much undefeated. So is prophecy. On to the next one. Shalom.